what does your process look like to set the proper stage for telesales? For me, I think this is really important. And as most of my team knows, I am still mainly in home. I do some hybrid type of stuff here and there. However, I think it's really important to set the stage, regardless if you're on the phone, you're on Zoom, you're in person, just so that their client knows kind of what's going to happen. What does that sound like for you, Alexander?
Yeah, so we'll definitely role play, but before we role play, the words come out different every time. So I'm not going to sit here, like, I don't read from a script at this point. It's 3.5 years in at this point. So it's like, should I be using a script? Probably, but at some point you just start doing it enough, it comes natural, right? So it's not always word for word the same, but I always make sure to do the same thing and hit on the same things. And what that is taking control in the first 2-3 minutes, right? So you think about if you're doing it in home, when they answer the door, you're not like, oh, right. It's just like, hey, I'm Marissa. I'm here for our appointment. Shoes on or off? Do you have a table we could sit at? Where's your kitchen table? Like, you're taking control immediately. It's the same exact thing over the phone, but because we don't have a kitchen table, I substitute the kitchen table as a pen and paper, right? So when we role play, just listen for this. It doesn't always come out the same way every time. Sometimes they throw in an objection or something up front, and that's cool. But my objective is sit down, grab a pen and paper, right? So let's pretend it's a one call close for an internet lead, okay?
Okay.
So ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
Marissa?
Yes.
Marissa, this is Alex. I'm just getting back to you about a request we got a while ago, looking for some state regulated life insurance programs. Got your date of birth 6/11/78, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, is your current address still 123 Main Street or have you moved?
No, that's still the address.
Okay, gotcha, perfect. Like I said, this is for the life insurance. I'm your local underwriter. Looks like your case is still open here, so it takes about 15 minutes to go over that information together. Go ahead and grab a pen and paper for me and just let me know when you're ready. No rush, I'll wait.
All right, I have one.
Okay, so you can hear, like, I didn't give, like, once they have the pen and paper, at that point, that's when you'll get objections at that point, right? They'll either get up and get the pen and paper, which is the goal, or they'll start saying, wait, what was this for again? Or wait, did you say life insurance? I already have that, right? Which that's good. You want the objections up front because they're still on the phone. How often do people hang up in the first 20 seconds, right? So if you got that far and they're starting to give you objections, that's a good sign because you had so much control in the beginning that they felt like they had to answer instead of hanging up the phone. So that's a good sign, right? So, if they grab the pen and paper at that point, you're going right into your presentation, and that's a good thing, right? I have them write down my state license number, find the why, et cetera, et cetera. But more often than not, I'll get an objection at that point. So more often than not, it's, well, what was this for again? This was about the life insurance. It looks like there was an open request here in our end that never got resolved. Did you already get your life insurance or have you not gotten it yet? Oh yeah, I already got it. Perfect, exactly why I'm calling. Looks like no one ever closed out your file. So they just make me review everything, make sure you're in the best position. You have that pen and paper in front of you, right? No, I never actually got it. Go grab your pen and papers. It'll take 15 minutes, right?
Awesome.
So and if they say, no, I didn't get life insurance, perfect. It's exactly why I'm calling. We need to go over that together. It takes 15 minutes. Grab a pen and paper. So everything always leads back to perfect. That's why I'm calling. Grab your pen and paper. Whatever, regardless of what they say. I've already got that. Perfect. Exactly why I'm calling. No one ever closed your file. Grab a pen and paper. Oh, you know what? I looked around and it was too expensive. Perfect. Exactly why I'm calling. These are the state regulated programs. Takes 15 minutes. Grab a pen and paper. Like, everything always goes back to that. So if you can get them to actually sit down and do that, that's how you know you've won the call at that point. And you may not get the sale, but at that point, if they grab the pen and paper, I'm starting to go into my spiel. That's a presentation. That's 1 out of 25, right?
I love that.
If they refuse or if they book an appointment, I'm at work right now. Can you call me later? Like, that doesn't count as a presentation yet. But as soon as they do grab that pen and paper, I'm giving them my license number. We're starting to talk, finding the why and everything. Boom, that counts as a presentation for me. So my goal is to get 5 of those a day, 5 days a week. If I do that, that's 25. So.
Love that. Absolutely. And I love how it's always just perfect. That's exactly why I'm calling, grab a pen and paper. Like, no matter what they say, it's like, just like when you're dialing to book a in-home. Yeah, I already got it taken care of. Perfect. That's exactly why I'm calling. My job just to get the information out. Now it's perfect. Just grab a pen and paper. No matter. So I love that. You kind of really simplified that process.